We can play Resolute Reinforcement, cause 4 more damage. Yeah. That's it. They are going to wait points of life. We can play a Novice Inspector, 2 more damage. And finally, we can play Frontline Rush, apply, let's say, here, but here, 7-9, and that's it, my friend. Good game. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. As always, I am Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you a Boros Aggro. But before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at mtg_barbieri, because there you will find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. So don't forget also that this deck list here is on my GitHub. You can find the link in the description below. Just click in the link, copy the deck list from my website, and import it directly to your MTG Arena. So let's talk about the main strategy of this deck. What's all about this deck? We have a lot of small creatures, and the main strategy is you will create a lot of small creatures in the beginning of the game just to build a huge number of creatures on the battlefield. Then you will start to use some spells, some creatures that will help to get some value from the fact that you have a lot of small creatures. So, and I have a lot of small and a lot of creatures as well. So let's talk about the creatures first. We have Nesting Bot, that's a 1/1 creature, and when it dies, it creates a token 1/1, colorless servo artifact creature token. We have Novice Inspector, that it's a 1/2 creature for just 1 cost, and it creates a clue artifact. You can sacrifice the clue, pay 2 mana of any color and draw a card. We have the Warden of the Inner Sky, that's a 1/2 creature for just 1 cost, 1 white mana, and as long as this creature has 3 or more counters on it, it has Flying and Vigilance. And you can tap 3 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control, and you can put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, scry 1, and activate only as a sorcery. It's easy to find 3 creatures to tap because this deck here is full of small creatures that you can use to tap and put the counter on this creature here. Also, we have the Honored Knight Captain that actually creates 2 creatures because it's a creature 1/1, and when it enters, it will create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. And it has another mechanic here, but it doesn't work in this deck here, so we will not talk about. We have the Resolute Reinforcement. It has flash, and when this creature enters, you create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So also it will create 2 creatures when you pay the cost for this human soldier here. Also, we have Voice of Victory. It has Mobilize 2, and your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. It will also deal some, create some problem for them to remove this creature on your turn. And every time, of course, every time it attacks, it has Mobilize 2, so it will create 2 tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature tokens, and then they will be sacrificed at the beginning of the next end step. Also, we have the Shocking Sharpshooter, and this creature here is, you should give a preference to cast it in the beginning of the game if you have it in hand, because it has reach, and whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent. So if you play this creature here first, then every creature that you cast after that will deal 1 damage to your opponent. So it's an amazing way that you have to keep dealing some damage to your opponent even when you don't attack. Also, we have the Arabella Abandoned Doll that has a great advantage when you have a lot of creatures in game, because whenever Arabella attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. It's like a Hired Claw, but it will consider every creature you have on the battlefield, and also you will get 1 life back for each creature you have, and will deal 1 damage to your opponent for each creature you have. Also, we have the Frontline Rush. Actually, I will talk about Frontline Rush later. because it's not a creature itself. We have Sanguine Evangelist that has Battle Cry, and when this creature enters or dies, create a 1/1 Black Bat creature token with flying. It's a 2/1, and it will create this token here that's showing on the screen. And when it dies, it will also create this bat. And with the Battle Cry mechanic, whenever this creature attacks, each other attacking creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So it's another way that you have to deal an extra damage when this creature here is attacking. And we have the Wandering Rescuer that has a 5 cost, it's a little heavy, it's a 2 white mana and 3 mana of any color. It has Flash, but it has Convoke, so you can tap one creature to reduce 1 mana of any color from the cost. So if you have 3 creatures in play, and it's extremely easy to have with this deck, you can pay only 2 white mana, tap the other 3 creatures until we enter in game. It has double strike, and other tapped creatures you control have X proof. So it's an extra level of security that you can apply to your creatures to avoid them to be targets of some spell or some spot removal, something like this. Now let's talk about the spells that support this main strategy here. We have the Frontline Rush that can work as a finisher, because you can choose a target creature get +X until end of turn, whereas X is the number of creatures you control. So basically, if you have a lot of small creatures, you will at some point in the game you will attack with them all, and some of them will not be blocked. So if you have like 5 creatures, you will give +5/+5 for a creature that is not being blocked. And usually this damage will be enough to win the game, because if everything was happening as should be, you will be dealing damage on the previous turns before you use the Frontline Rush, so your opponent will not have a lot of life. Also, we have here the War Leader's Call, that's like Shocking Sharpshooter, but the difference it's because it's an enchantment, and the creatures you control get +1/+1. So if you have a lot of creatures already in battlefield and your opponent did the math and realized that you can't kill them, so you can play this War Leader's Call, catch them unguarded, and every creature that you have will receive a +1/+1 counter and deal basically the double damage that was expected if they are not blocking any creature. And also, whenever a creature you control enters this enchantment, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, similar to the Shocking Sharpshooter. And of course, we have here the Raise the Past, that normally your creatures will die sometimes in combat, or they will be destroyed for a global remove or something like this, but you can easily get them back with Raise the Past. And if you have, like, let's say, War Leader's Call on the battlefield, or you have the Shocking Sharpshooter on the graveyard or in the battlefield, every time you cast the Raise the Past, it will deal 1 damage to each for each creature that's entering in the game. And if you have the War Leader's Call, it will be a double damage, because you will deal the damage from the Shocking Sharpshooter and from the War Leader's Call. So it's extremely fast deck, you can deal a lot of non-combat damage. And let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, we have 3 lands here. And 1 that's a dual color, so I think that's gonna work. We can begin with the Shocking Sharpshooter. So every time you cast a creature here, we can... Okay, enters tapped. I don't have any spell to play this turn. So every time a creature enters on the battlefield, we can cause 1 damage to our opponent. Okay, let's play what? Let's play Resolute Reinforcement to cause 2 damage. Let's attack. And that's it. Great. I need 1 more white mana. I really need... Mockingbird. Okay, starting town, it will enter tapped. Novice Inspector. And let's draw a card. That's what we can do. Okay, Raise the Past. Raise the Past can help us in the future when we lose some of our creatures. I believe that with one front line we can create 2 red goblin creature tokens, and with the other one we can give the +X until end of turn, where is X the number of creatures you control. So it will be 2, 4, 6 creatures. It will be a +6/+6. Okay, they are going to kill one of my creatures, probably the Resolute. Or the token, because I can't get it back. Okay. Let's take the damage. Whatever. Now we can play another shocking sharpshooter. Great. And I will not attack because it will not help you. I even can lose some of my creatures. So we can use the Frontline Rush to create 2 more goblins. Mockingbird, okay. 1 damage. Now if they cast another creature, I will receive 2 more damage. Yeah. Let's cast 2 goblins here. Great. I received 2 damage. Okay. What can I do? Let me see. We can play Warden of the Inner Sky. They will take 2 more damage. Now it's 9 life. And I can use the Frontline Rush to apply, to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. +7/+7. Yeah, I think that's gonna be great. Let's see if it's gonna work. I believe that's gonna work. Let's see. Okay. Great. Let's put a +7/+7 here. And great. That's it. First game, first victory. Just a red mana and a lot of white cards. No, let's take a mulligan. Okay, it's a little better. Let's keep 6 and let's drop a Novice Inspector. Let's return one of the Novice Inspector. Let's begin with the Novice Inspector and go for what? Voice of Victory. Actually, no. Let's start with a shocking sharpshooter, because I can keep giving some damage every time a creature enters in game. Okay, let's sacrifice the Novice Inspector. It's not a so great card. Let's play Voice of Victory. 1 more damage and let's attack. Great. Okay, they are destroying my creature here, but at least they lost their turn. Let's play another shocking sharpshooter. And let's attack. Now it's gonna be 2 damage for each creature entering in the battlefield. Collector's Vault, okay, it seems to be a Reanimator deck. Let's see. Let's see what they're going to discard. No, repurposing Bay. I'm not sure about what is it. Let's play a Resolute Reinforcement. For damage to the face, we can deal 2, 4, it will be 6. Okay, it's not enough. Let's draw a card. Okay, another land. And maybe we can win the game this turn, especially if we get another creature. Okay, now I'm not so sure, but I think that we still have a slight chance. Okay, Arabella. Let's play the Arabella. 1 more damage. It's gonna be 3. I will miss 1 point of damage. Oh, come on, man, let's finish the game. No one have patience. Okay, 1 more game, 1 more victory. Okay, red and an uncolor. No, we will take a mulligan. Okay, let's keep 6 and let's return the starting town because I don't want to take damage. And then we can go for a shocking sharpshooter. Let's play hello. Let's play the nesting bot, and then we go for a shocking sharpshooter. Let's take a damage. Okay. Planes here and shocking sharpshooter. Okay. Now I will block the Chocobo. Okay, another one. They are dropping another land. +1/+1 in each Chocobo. Okay. Let's block here. Okay, great. We can play Mountain, another shocking sharpshooter, and then we go for a Novice Inspector. And they are going to get 2 more damage. That's it. I think that the best approach here would be playing the Frontline Rush to create 2 red token goblins. Okay, we will not attack. I want to keep the shocking sharpshooter alive because I don't want to take any risk that they have some protection spell to cast on their Chocobo and I lose my sharpshooter. Okay, let's block this one here and whatever, let's take the 2 damage. Great, now we can pay 2 life here and let's attack with all. That's the best play. And we can cause 8 damage. Oh, come on, man, let's finish the game. Okay, 3 lands here. Have Voice of Victory. At the beginning of the game, it's always good to have 1. And we should start with Inspiring Vantage. Well, Veteran Survivor. Okay. Let's play this land here. And let's wait for their attack, so we can use the Resolute Reinforcements to get them unguarded. Okay, let's play Resolute Reinforcements. Let's block each one here. Great. Let's play this land here untapped. Play a Novice Inspector and a Voice of Victory. Great. Okay, get lost in my Voice of Victory. Anyway, if you want to attack with the Veteran, I will be happy to trade. No problem. Let's play this land here tapped, and we can play a War Leader's Call. Then we can get our creatures back with Raise the Past. I think that's gonna be a good play. We have, I believe, 3 creatures on the graveyard. Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Let's play this land here, and we can play the Raise the Past. They are getting 4 damage to the face. Oh, come on, man. Let me finish the game. Okay, one more game, one more victory. Okay, 2 lands. It's fair. We can begin with Voice of Victory on turn 2. And then Resolute Reinforcement at the... Actually, we can play the Shocking Sharpshooter. I think it's gonna be better, because they can keep receiving damage every time I cast a creature. Every time a creature enters in game. Let's play the plans here so we can play the Shocking Sharpshooter. Okay, we have another one. It's perfect. Stock up, okay. Let's play this Sunbillow Verge here and another Shocking Sharpshooter. And let's attack. We have a long way to win this game. 18 life yet. It's not as fast as I thought it could be this time. Okay, another stock up. Probably they are getting some kind of cards to do some combo or something like this. This game is too slow. If I had a nesting bot or something like this, it will be better, I believe. Okay, you have to discard 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you have to discard. Yeah, I can see here 8 cards. Oh, they are getting back to my hand the creature. Let's play Shocking Sharpshooter. Okay, now we play Resolute Reinforcement. Let's give 4 more damage. Great, and let's attack. Vivi or Nietzsche? Okay. Always you. Always you. Wild Ride. They have 5 mana now that they can spend. Okay, 12. Now it's a problem. They have to cast Torch the Tower. 13 damage. Okay, we still survived. Let's play this land here and pay 2 life. Now it's gonna be a really dangerous move. We can play Resolute Reinforcement, cause 4 more damage. Yeah, that's it. They are going to wait points of life. We can play a Novice Inspector, 2 more damage. And finally, we can play Frontline Rush, apply, let's say, here, but here, 7-9, and that's it, my friend. Good game. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. Got any questions about the build or how it plays? Drop a comment, I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.